Mary here with High Song Grows, bringing you Farmer Friday. Just a little bit of what's been going on around here this week. Mostly it's been really hot, and it's getting hotter. But the ducks and the ducklings and the chicks are growing really well and really fast. I've been moving them around this morning. I'm almost done, but I moved one batch, and then I came in the house to make another cup of coffee to drink real quick and realized I had not processed this morning's milk. So I thought, well, I better get that done and wash the dishes, and then we'll go finish playing with chicks, because I think we can get the other batch of ducklings out of the house brooder this morning. And then all that are left is like 5 little bitty chicks that hatched a few days ago. And then one of my projects will be, I'm going to clean and scrub out that big commercial sized chick brooder that I have. For the numbers of birds and things that I'm doing now, it is too big. And it takes up a lot of space in my front room all year long. And I'm only using it for a few weeks. So I'm going to get it, when I'm all done with it, I'm going to get it all cleaned out and put it up for sale. So somebody else can enjoy it. Anyway, what else is going on? A lot of the same old stuff. Set up at the Globe Miami Farmers Market. Fresh eggs, goat milk sugar spreads, goat milk lotion, goat milk shampoo bars, goat milk soap, handmade soap bags. We're here in the train park by City Hall until 11 o'clock. Come on down. Alrighty, had a very nice morning at the Globe Miami Farmers Market. Saw lots of my old customers and met some new customers and new vendors. That was fun. Got home and ate some lunch and unloaded the car. And then I gotta wash the dishes and then go give the bottle babies their snacks. Alrighty. This Saturday night I'm fixing to go milk. We actually have a couple of chicks that have hatched, but they're real hard to see, so we'll wait until tomorrow. I'll show them to you. Alrighty. Little boys are going to spend their first night over here with Bashful. Bashful's like, okay, what do you got in your pan? Anything different than what was in my pan? Came out of the same sack, Bashful. Silly boys. Silly boys. Yes, you're silly boys. Just realized that I didn't feed Digger and the cats this evening yet. This is the time of year when the flies and the yellow jackets, if I put Digger's wet food down before it's about dark, they just swarm his bowl and he can't eat. Plus, it's so hot, he doesn't want to eat. In fact, today he was so hot that he didn't want to come out and go do chores. He wanted to just lay in his mud hole. So, but it's going to get really loud, I think, because everybody's yelling out here. Okay, this cracks me up. I left the little boys in with Bashful overnight, and I just brought them back after I milked this morning, and Spots didn't even run to nurse. He ran over to the hay pellets and started eating. So I'm guessing he's probably about ready to wean. Morning, chickens. Yeah, we got to get things rearranged. Yes, I see you need water. You guys are messy. I have to get the ducklings out of the house. I cleaned the brooder because we have chicks in the incubator that need to come out sometime later today. And I have a place that I want to put these squirrels, but I haven't got it fixed up yet, and it's like full time in the sun all day. It's really hot, and it's got to have a bunch of shade cloth put on it and stuff. So that's not happening today. So we're going to rearrange things in here and add another pen for the little ducks. All right, so let's see if we can just move your pen over a little bit. Got a big bunch of bedding in the back hanging this up. We can fix it. Just kind of pick you up and wiggle you around a little bit. Nope. Dropping anything on your head. Oops, I'm getting a little crooked. Like, the screws don't hold things perfectly good, you know. So. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Oops. We'll need something there. Okay. Some clean bedding. Oh, I know, that was just too scary, wasn't it? It was just too scary. Okay, oh, isn't a lot, but it'll work. Okay. Put your brick back in, and we'll go get you some clean water. Yeah. Okay. Find y'all. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking there's too big of a size difference between those little guys and these bigger chicks. These bigger ones are beating them up pretty bad, so I'm going to move them back over with the olive egger girls, and I just put those girls in a little bit bigger pen, so we ought to be okay. Alrighty, I'll put those little Morans back in here with these olive eggers. And now we're going to go get everybody out of the house. And, well, as soon as I fix another pen. Oh, it's okay. You're gonna like your new house. It's a lot bigger, and you got more water. Yeah, so I don't have to fill your quart jar up like 4 times a day. Yeah. Alrighty, got the little duckies out here. And I'm gonna see if I can go get those 3 olive eggers. I think the ducklings are big enough now that the olive eggers aren't gonna bother them. But if so, maybe I can stick them in with the other chicks. I don't know. Alrighty, got the 3 olive egger chicks out here with the ducks. I think they probably won't play together, but I think they'll be all right. The ducks have caught up in size to the chicks, and there's 5 of the little ducklings now, so I think everything will be okay. Alrighty, 3 out of 4 of the blue lake bar eggs have hatched. The other egg is not pipped yet, so I will stick it back in and let it keep going, see if it hatches. And I'm going to toe punch these guys and go put them in the brooder. So bad. I went to the feed store and I'm coming home with more ducklings. Couldn't help myself. These are magpies, and they are listed as endangered by the Livestock Conservancy. And I thought, oh, we want to help conserve them and breed them and pass them around so that they don't go extinct. And they are a lightweight duck, a heritage breed from England, and they are pretty good layers. So I was able to, one of my friends who has a lot of ducks, she also would like to have magpies, so we stopped at her place and dropped some off with her, because I got a smoking deal if I bought the whole thing, you know. You know how that goes. My awesome friend also gave me her old milk filter because she doesn't have dairy animals anymore, and I am thrilled to have a bigger filter instead of just my itty bitty little one. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's okay. It's a little scary out here. I'm sorry. It's kind of scary. I popped in and you didn't expect me. It's okay. How you doing? You got some water? Well, some water. Got a little feed in your feeder. Okay. You guys are looking okay. Yeah. And the big chicks are looking okay, but they've dumped their water and they're looking a little hot. Alrighty. What are you yelling for? You know who yells the loudest? Honey. Yeah, little girl. She yells the loudest. And you know when Spots and Tino are over with Bashful, you know who cries? Tino, the bottle baby. Yeah. Not the boy that's nursing his mom, but the bottle baby. What are you doing, hooligans? Huh? You wanting a snack? Okay, hang on. Spots, what are you doing? You're so hilarious. Hi. What are you doing, bud? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hi, Tino. Hi. Hi. It's okay. Okay. It's not too miserable standing in the shade with a little breeze, but there is no way I can go out and work in the direct sun. It's just frying me. Ugh. Y'all in the shade. It is 99 degrees out here. It is Monday afternoon and it's chore time. I've already filled up the girls' water buckets and let the little girls have a snack. I'm trying to figure out how to give the little boys their little grain snack without Bashful getting into it or getting a bunch. Because like during rut I do give him a little bit of grain, but just a little bit. Like it's probably not even a half a pound. So he doesn't lose weight while he's in rut. But I'm just trying to figure out how to do that with the little boys in there. I like them to have a little bit of grain, kind of like in a commercial operation when you wean your lambs or your kids, you give them a grower pellet so that kind of takes the place of the milk, the protein and the calories and stuff they had with their milk. Kind of helps keep them from going backwards and losing weight or anything when they wean. So I'm doing Esmeralda and Lovebug, and I noticed and then we noticed that Lovebug is getting way too fat. So I had been in the habit of, if Esmeralda did not finish her grain up on the stand, I'd usually just dump her hay pellets in the feeder and stick it in her pen so finish later. I'm gonna have to quit doing that. And I had been giving Love just a little bit of grain so that she wouldn't fuss with Esmeralda eating hers, but I think she's eating most of what's in the feeders. So I guess we're just gonna put hay pellets in there because she's getting chubby, and that's not good. Anyway, did I tell y'all it's 99 degrees out here? It is hot, and it's gonna get hotter. It's supposed to be lock up 102, 103 this coming week, which is not the hottest I've ever seen it in June. I've seen in June that the first Saturday was 115. That was really miserable. So I'm grateful we aren't going to be 115 next week. But I need to get some more shade cloth up, and I have one of those little mister setups I need to put around Bashful's pen. I can turn it on in the afternoon, help keep him a little bit cooler. And it does kind of drift towards the goats and helps cool them off a little bit. Though goats come from hot climates, so they're not delicate when it comes to the heat, but I do try to keep them comfortable and hydrated because that does help with milk production. Okay, editing me. I said Bashful. Bashful's pen. No, Bashful's pen doesn't get a Mr. Digger's pen because Digger gets really hot. Digger gets the misters. So, yesterday, Bashful and Tino had spent the whole night with, no. Okay, yesterday, Tino and Spots had spent the whole night with Bashful, and they did really good. And when I took them back with the girls, Spots didn't even care about his mom. He went straight to get his hay pellets. And so I was like, okay, you're not all stressed out. Mom's not all stressed out. So you can just stay with Bashful. And so today there was a little bit of yelling, but I think it was more that he was missing his mid-afternoon snack. And I put it off until now that I'm done milking, and I have a few minutes. because Bashful doesn't need to eat a bunch of grain. I give him a little bit in the summer when he's in rut, but I want to make sure these boys have enough calories and protein and that they're getting good nutrition so they grow good. And you can see that Spots is a little taller than Tino. Yes, yes, you are handsome. What are you doing, boys? You checking it out? Huh? Yeah, you're not going to stay over here. You're going to go back in with Bashful on the other side of the fence, but what are you snorting at, the cat? There's a cat on the other side of the fence. You boys are funny. Morning. It's Tuesday. It's getting late. It's way too hot to work in the direct sun. But my friend has brought me his little trash trailer. And so I am going to work here in the shady part of the yard and see if I can load up that trash trailer with some of this junk. Alrighty, all loaded up with some hay and a bag of pellets and some fresh minerals to take over to Bentley. It's already like, I don't know, 91 or something out here today, and it's not quite 11 o'clock. And it's supposed to be hotter by this weekend. This morning is the first morning of no bottles, and we are not happy. Alrighty, it's Thursday afternoon. It's hot. It's like 100 degrees out here. I came home earlier from work and ran the misters to help cool things off for Digger for a while. These girls already had their snacks. It's getting late. It's getting time to do some chores. I have already given all these girls fresh water. So I've already been in and filled up water buckets. And about time to go get some hay, huh? What you say, girls? And this morning when I came out, if y'all remember when the kids were born, I made a little creep area over here in this corner. I had 2 pallets and I cut them so that the babies could get in there without a big goat getting them. So, but this morning when I came out, they had managed to rip one of those pallets loose and it was just kind of flopping around. So I just took the creep area out because the 2 little girls, they're Cinnamon right there and Honey, they're big enough they can, and fast enough they can get away from Bambi when she starts being mean to them really good. So I think we're all right. Y'all ready for some hay? I mean, you do have some hay over there in your feeder, but it looks like mostly big stems that nobody wants to eat. It's Friday. This was not the original plan. These are the kennels out in the front yard, and the original plan was to get them dismantled and use them elsewhere, but other places aren't ready. So I'm trying to pull this tarp back over the top of this so I can move some chicks into here so I can get the ducklings out of the house. Alrighty, so I'm just trying to poke this tarp over so I can get it from the outside edge and pull it, but it's not cooperating very good. It's an old canvas tarp, so it is really super heavy. Okay, I pulled about as much as I can pull. It's not straight. The tarp isn't in the best shape. It's got a couple of rotty spots, but mostly we need it for shade right now rather than rain. And maybe by the time it actually rains, I will have some new things set up somewhere. Okay, raking up a bunch of rocks in here. That is probably why the last boys in here had a lot of bad bumblefoot. There's just so many little sharp rocks and things in here, so we'll try to keep that in mind going forward with these chicks and later ducks. Alrighty, I might throw a little straw down in here just to give the chicks something to do. With these two compartments, this is a 10 by 10 space, and I'm going to put the oldest two batches of chicks together. I think they'll be all right. I can always add another feeder and water if I need to, if the bigger ones are too big of bullies. This is a handy little feed trough that's easy to make. It's a scrap piece of PVC drain pipe cut in half and just some scrap wood and 4 screws. Well, 4 screws to screw the pipe to the wood, a couple more screws to screw some legs on so that it doesn't tip over easily. And then I love waterers that I can hang up. I usually use like dog chain and S-hooks, because then I can adjust them very easily. So I might replace these, who knows. This is only supposed to be temporary, but temporary at my house seems to be 2 or 3 years these days. So we'll see what happens. So I might need to do 2 pins over there, because I am looking at, there is quite a big size difference between these big girls over here and these smaller girls over here. So I may go ahead and I want to take these guys over and set them in, and then maybe I'll just shut that gate and set up another feeder and waterer for right now till these smaller guys catch up in size, because there's probably, oh golly, at least 3 or 4 weeks age difference here. I'd have to go look at my papers, but yeah. And that big old boy in there, he's really big. He's gonna hurt these itty bitty girls. So we will just shift gears. Now come on, y'all were real sweet a minute ago, and nobody was freaking out. Don't freak out. You're okay. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. In the box you go. In the box you go for a minute. Hi. These crack me up. See that? They got a little crest on them. These are those sapphire olive acres that I bought because they didn't have any olive acres hatching out of my own. So I figured I'd get some new girls. And then now we have a couple of my own olive acres, but these are so funny with that little crest. Alrighty. What you think, chickies? Oh, what you think? What's there? Oh, look at all this big space for you. Yeah, it's kind of intimidating in the beginning, isn't it? Hi, pretty girls. Hi. Big old boy. Hi, girls. Y'all do kind of look like little dinosaurs with that little crest on top of your head. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. the box is scary? I guess so. I guess the box is too scary. I purposely did not feed and water them before I did this morning. I figured it would help them settle in a little easier if they were hungry and ready to eat. Yeah. One of the exciting things that happened this week is I have some absolutely wonderful friends, and they had an extra refrigerator, and they knew mine were not doing very good as we got warmer. And this guy has been sitting like 36 degrees, 35 degrees, perfect to keep the milk for a long time. And I am so grateful and so appreciative of them. And they even hauled it over. They hauled it from a long distance and brought it to me and hauled it in the house. And it was kind of an ordeal getting it through my messy hoarder house, but I'm so appreciative, and thank you so much, girls. You know who you are. Okay, got these biggest chicks moved. That's our 4 Isa Brown hybrid layers and our first black copper Moran to hatch. And of course it's a boy. Oh, and these other chicks are settling in okay. And now we're gonna go see what we can do about the duckies. What you doing, ducks? Hi, ducks. So that's our singleton that came from my friend. And those are the Roans or Rowans, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. They're a heavy meat breed from France. And then the last 3 olive egger chicks to hatch out. And I don't know, that one's standing in the front sure looks like a boy. In fact, they all 3 look like boys. We will have to keep an eye on them. All right, ducks, you guys hungry? Got you some breakfast. I know, we're a little bit late. Well, come on, come and eat. Come and eat. Of course, you're not in camera range. There you are. Oh, and somebody's got to go backwards. Y'all are silly. Yes, you are. Y'all are silly. Y'all are silly. Oh, there. Come on. Come on, come and eat. Come and eat, babies. Come on. Yes. Hello, Tinkerbutts. Yes, good morning. Ducks grow so fast. And like, you think they're huge, especially compared to the chicks that are several weeks older than they are. But they still have down feathers. They haven't got any real feathers yet. So you have to be like really careful not to let them get too wet, because they're still actually just babies. Huh. They're still just babies. Yes, you're so cute. Yes, you are. Okay, I don't remember if I filmed it and put it out there or not, but last week I had a moment of weakness at the farm store. I just jumped right off the cliff into the ocean of insanity because I bought out a bin of ducklings. These do all appear to be magpies, which are a lightweight breed from England. They are listed as endangered by the Livestock Conservancy organization. So they're getting quite stinky in here. We are going to get them outside today. track this time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. What you think, babies? Yeah, what you think? Got some dry ground and some fresh air, huh? Yeah, and a breeze. So these guys will grow up to be black and white. They'll mostly be white where they're yellow now, and then they'll be black where they're black. And some of them even have partly black feet, which I thought was really cool. So, I just, knowing that they're endangered, I really just felt the call to try and help out with that cause. So, I have a friend that there were actually 28, and my friend took 8, and I figured I'll grow them out till I can sex them, and then maybe keep 1 or 2 breeding trios, and then sell the rest of them. So that's the game plan there. All right, just checking on our chicks. These guys were panting a little bit, but it's about 100 degrees out here. They are actually in what is probably the coolest spot on the property this time of day. My front yard with some big shade trees. So look like y'all are doing okay. Yeah. How's the ducks doing? Huh? How are you guys? I know it's a little bit warm, but it looks like you still got some water. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, babies. You guys are so cute. Baby ducks are really cute, even if they are stinky and messy. They aren't stinky. It's just that the mess they make with their water and their food get stinky. That's the issue. Yeah. What? I got the misters on for ya. I know you were laying in your dugout. You want to come out? You want to go out, buddy? Well, poor old Digger was just way too hot to come out and do chores with me tonight. He just laid in his hole with the misters running. It was like 100 degrees. I gotta try and get some more shade cloth up. We're supposed to be hitting 104 this week. Anyway, y'all have a nice weekend and a great week, and we'll see y'all next time.